There you have it. Today marks 92 days till Election Day, and rising energy prices continue to be a serious concern for voters and for Congress. In the Senate, a bipartisan coalition calling themselves the Gang of 10. They came together on Friday to promote a new energy plan. That same day, Republicans in the House, they staged a protest, you can see it right there, to force Nancy Pelosi into a vote on offshore drilling. But Nancy Pelosi laid down the gavel, shut off the lights and the microphones, and ended debate, and they adjourned. But will such a vote ever take place? She refused to give a clear-cut answer this Sunday on George Stephanopoulos' show.
Why won't you permit a straight up or down vote?
Because the misrepresentation is being made that this is going to reduce the price at the pump.
Well, but if you're right, why not let it be debated out and have the vote?
We have a planet to save.
Why can't they have a vote?
They'll have to use their imagination as to how they can get a vote.
Just to be clear, you're saying you will not allow a single up or down vote on drilling, but you will allow a vote on a package that includes drilling?
No, again, we take this one step at a time.
Joining us now, two members from the Gang of 10, Tennessee Senator Bob Corker and my good friend, Louisiana Senator Mary Landrieu. Senator Landrieu, we've missed you. How are you?
Sean, I'm just fine. Thank you for asking me to come back on tonight, and I'm glad to be with my good friend Bob Corker.
All right, and your good friend Sean Hannity. We've missed you. Welcome back. We're glad. But I actually think, Senator, we're gonna agree tonight. The reason I'm saying that is we had a little bit of a run-in the last time the senator was on. All right, here's what I want to ask, Senator. Landrieu, Barack Obama says it's going to take 10 years. It's not going to have an impact on prices. He wants a windfall profit tax on oil companies. That has been his position. Now, I'm trying to think, during World War II, our Navy was decimated. We were able to organize our armed forces, defeat the Nazis, defeat Imperial Japan. We did it in 4.5 years. The country that did that, are they incapable of getting that oil for 10 years?
Well, Sean, I am very happy that Senator Obama came out just a few days ago and said that he would look favorably. I don't know if he used the word endorse, but he was happy to see some of the things in this bipartisan plan that we've worked so hard on. I believe, and our group believes, that this country has its own resources to literally become energy secure and maybe even energy dependent by drilling more right here at home. And I was pleased that Senator Obama has at least indicated that he's willing to look at this plan and said he likes some of the portions of it. And I'm hoping that John McCain will say the same, because we don't need an election year issue. We need a bill to lower prices.
Well, but you got to admit, it's the Democrats, it's Harry Reid in the Senate, it's Nancy Pelosi specifically in the House. She said this weekend that she is trying to save the planet. Now, I'm with you. I'm for wind. I'm for solar. I'm for nuclear technology, coal mining expansion, refineries, and drilling. I say do it all so we lessen our dependence. I think Sean Hannity and Mary Landrieu found agreement. You agree with all that?
We do, and I don't agree with Speaker Pelosi's position. I think she's got a tough situation on her hands, because more and more Democrats and Republicans are coming together and saying, look, we know we can't drill our way out, we know we can't conserve our way out, but we can do both, and we should do it now. And that's what our group has stepped up to do, and I'm very proud of the effort. It was tough, but we're laying out something that's very reasonable that will get prices lower.
And Bob Corker, what's really dangerous is if we look at our economic security, that T. Boone Pickens ad shows the largest transfer of wealth in history, but more importantly, for national security reasons. I mean, a lot of the oil we're importing are from countries that do not like Americans. And we have as many resources as they have in the Middle East. How are the Democrats, like Nancy Pelosi, allowed to dictate and prevent an up or down vote for the American people?
Well, it's an unusual position to take. The transference of wealth, if we continue at this pace, is going to be $10 trillion over the next decade. And what we've tried to do is offer a bill that focuses on production, it focuses on conservation, focuses on alternatives. As you've mentioned, all of the above. It's a very pragmatic, practical approach to energy, and my sense is it will be the centerpiece of discussions in September when we come back.
Hey, Senator, it's Alan Colmes. Senator Landrieu, welcome back to the show as well.
Alan.
Senator Corker,
Yes,
one of the things here is that part of the plan is higher taxes for the oil companies by excluding them from tax credits available to other industries. You're going to get conservatives to go along with that.
You know, there's a number of people that have already supported on the Republican side exclusion of 199. for the oil companies. If you look at how this came into place, it was almost serendipity that it occurred, if you will, in 2004. It wasn't initially intended for oil companies, and it's something that, look, I think we ought to pay for any bill that we do. Let me put it in perspective. Several months ago, we passed an economic stimulus package where, in essence, we dropped $168 billion out of a helicopter and spread it across America. This is an $84 billion bill. By the way, I voted against that. This is an $84 billion bill that's paid for, that can change the energy dynamic in our country and truly move us in a direction that we've needed to move to for a long, long
Senator
time.
Landrieu, one of the other issues
this
here
is something worth paying for.
One of the other issues here is Florida. You've got both senators, one Republican and one Democratic, both oppose the plan to drill on the eastern Gulf there, which is what your bill calls for. How do you reconcile that? Because Floridians feel they don't have a say in this because they can't vote on it.
Well, actually, one of the senators, Mel Martinez, is looking very carefully. He has not, you're correct, endorsed the plan. But he said that something reasonable, giving Florida a buffer zone and giving Florida 37.5% of the revenues. I mean, states looking for money for transportation, for coastal restoration, for other worthy projects in their state could get a lot of money from drilling safely off the coast. We've learned how to minimize the footprint. We know how to look for oil and gas. We didn't know several decades ago. We've only explored 6% of the outer continental shelf. So I know we've got to build support, but the American people deserve our best effort, and that's what Senator Corker and I plan, and with our group, to give them.
We're glad to have you both on. Thank you so much for being on the program tonight.